When Mohawk tribal member Crystal and Jock first saw posts on Facebook showing photographs of padded wooden boxes in elementary school classrooms, she says she hoped they weren't real.
And then it developed into anger and frustration. Anger first, because how do you do this? How do you do something like this to little kids?
But school district officials confirmed the photographs were real. They promised an internal investigation, but a lot of parents weren't satisfied. Roughly 60% of the children in the district come from the Mohawk community. At a local Board of Education meeting, tribal leaders demanded answers.
And it was defended as legal. That was incomprehensible. Nobody could believe that it's legal to have that in our schools with the intent of using that box on our children.
So New York State conducted its own investigation, and they found that the school district did acknowledge that staff members built these boxes and used them with children. They called them calming stations over a period of about 2 months during the school year. According to the report, children would be forced into these boxes, the doors sometimes held closed, while children screamed inside. There have already been some changes in the Salmon River School District. The superintendent has departed. The program that involved the use of these boxes has been canceled. But Jock and others point out that many of the employees who built these boxes and used them on children, they're still employed.
There's been no acceptance of fault amongst anyone from the school. I'm sorry. It is so upsetting.
The report by the New York State Education Department obtained by NPR confirmed that at least 5 children were improperly confined. According to the report, parents were never notified that children had been placed in the boxes. The state's order now mandates a long list of reforms, including a ban on improper restraint and corporal punishment. Salmon River's acting school superintendent, Ben Barkley, says a lot of those changes are already underway.
Nothing like this will happen at Salmon River again. We will be fully compliant with the guidelines from the New York State Education Department.
Has there been any moment where they've said, come on, let's talk about these findings?
Of course not. Why would they? And it's just going to continue being like that, which is why I'm pulling my daughter out of the district.
So Salmon River is now scrambling to implement these reforms mandated by New York State. State education officials sent a statement to NPR saying any personnel changes affecting employees involved in the box program, they'll have to be made locally.